I grew up in a small city called Pohang in South Korea. It's a steel city, not exactly known for its art scene. I did not go to art school, no competition circuit, and I just went to a regular girls' high school. And there was a music classroom where an upright piano was laid in the corner. I used to go down to the room and play there during the school time. Of course, no one was listening. And maybe no one really understood me, why I played piano, why I wanted to become a musician, leaving all the stable career options I was able to pursue. I ended up at the best conservatory in South Korea. First week in the theory class, I realized all my classmates went to the arts high school and they just knew everything. They knew all the competition information. They knew all the theory. And I was sitting there like, did I miss any notes before the school even started? How does everyone know about everything? But then it was the lunchtime and one of my friends started humming the melody and the other person just jumped in, and all of a sudden we're just running to one of those tiny practice rooms and we started making music together. And we started talking about the music as if that was the normal thing. And for me, that was the moment I felt really happy, being surrounded by all the people who understood what I wanted to do with music. For the first time, I didn't feel like I was practicing in a vacuum. And I remember thinking, oh, this is how musicians are supposed to feel like. Oh, this is how I was supposed to feel as an artist. And then pretty quickly that feeling had disappeared because I started wandering around. I started looking around what everyone else already knew and what they had gone through before and how much I was behind. And somewhere in that comparison, I stopped looking into myself, trying to find my own artistic voice. Instead, I was feeling really small, like this tiny. I remember sitting in the practice room really late. I'd look out the window and the city would be dark and I would feel dark too somehow. Not sad exactly, it just feels really small. Like I was getting smaller the longer I stayed. Grieg knew something about that. While everyone else was writing big symphonies and grand operas, he kept writing these small pieces, like hundreds of them, for over 50 years. And what you're listening now, his Nocturne, is one of them. And I don't even know what costed him to do that for 50 years. Definitely, there's some message in it. That practice room in Seoul, I spent so many nights there. The outside was getting darker and my inside was getting smaller, comparing myself to the people around me. And I kept wondering if I was behind. Actually, how much I was behind is more right. But I kept playing and playing and I got here where I am now. And that's not because I knew the resolution, I knew the answer. It's more like I didn't know what else to do. And that silence and feeling small, uncertainty without any options, all those things are inside this piece, Grieg's Nocturne. it's not about the loneliness of being alone. It's deeper than that. You know that loneliness you feel when you're surrounded by so many people who loves what you love as well, but somehow you feel really left out. And that's all coming from your inside, isn't it? And if you know that feeling, I want you to know that you're not the only one feeling that way. And I think it's time to stop because my hands are gonna melt down. You wanna say bye? Bye bye. See you next time. See you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.